Dragon Ball Breakers was a very sore topic to me at the very beginning because when we first got that trailer of a new Dragon Ball game that's going out of the typical formula with Goku and the other fighting, and instead we're getting humans versus Cell, I was very skeptical about that because that doesn't really seem all that fun. I genuinely thought that this game was going to flop and not going to really last as long compared to the other games. And given that the price point was like $20, I believe, I genuinely didn't think that this game wasn't going to have as much substance as it did. But when I played the beta, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did have a lot of fun playing this game, especially with the dreary feeling of Cell or Frieza, for that matter, actually capturing you and trying to kill you off for good, so they could transform and destroy that world forever. I thought that was pretty cool. How we have to prevent Cell from destroying that world, from preventing us from preventing him from destroying the time machine, so we can escape in peace. And I thought that was pretty awesome. I thought it was well done, especially given how there's actually a summon mechanic in this game where you can summon for different variety of characters, and I thought that was pretty cool how you can actually, change it up a little bit. There's actually some decent amount of customization added to the game, which I do appreciate. And that, in the story mode, I was surprised there's an actual story mode in the game. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be as engaged in the story mode compared to the online. Because the online, if it's the bread of butter. But the fact that they even got a story mode at all, that completely flew off my radar. I didn't expect this to happen whatsoever. I genuinely thought it was going to be a PvP strictly only game. But for that to be included as well, I think that is a nice addition. That they're trying to try it all, even if this small section of a Dragon Ball game, even though it's not as big as Xenoverse or Fighter. But for what they have here, I do think it is decent. I do think it can hold its weight up for a Dragon Ball game, not compared to you know the the top five, whether you consider that to be Budokai, Xenoverse, Infinite World, Fighters, whatever. I don't think it will be held to that caliber, but I do think in the future that this game will be remembered as a good one to play with your friends because it's been so hilarious to me every time I try to play as a survivor. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to get the radar, I tried to get the Dragon Ball so I could summon Shenron, and once that the time machine has appeared, I'm gonna be honest. I let my teammates die because I'm not trying to die with them. You ain't taking me with you. As long as I can go and escape by myself in peace, screw the rest of them. Cause even though this game is a good way to test your friendship with other people, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of failed at a lot of those aspects. My friendship have went down the shithole with those people because this game it really touches your limit and how much you are willing to go for your friend. But for me, I'm just not willing to be sucked up dry by Cell. That just ain't gonna happen, and I'm just gonna do everything it takes. And the fact that we got the dragon change mechanic where you could transform to Krillin, Goku, or Piccolo, or whatever, I thought that was pretty interesting because the mechanic is weird, I'm not gonna lie, but it can actually be used in numbers of ways. Whether you want to fight Cell or Frieza directly, or you actually trying so hard to escape that you have to transform to escape, and then fly straight to the time machine, and then boom, you're home free. I thought that was pretty cool. How you can there other way to maneuver your way around the map besides just straight up finding Cell. And for that, I think it is pretty cool. I do think it is cool that they do have a dragon tier. I'm pretty sure that is like a battle pass or whatever. And it depends on what they add to the battle pass. But I think the battle pass will be a good way to keep the game fresh and alive because this game is definitely going to need more content as more time passes on because if it wants to last more than a month or two, that is what definitely going to need to happen. Whether we're talking about like characters like King Piccolo, Radish, Nappa. Especially Nappa. I'm surprised they didn't add Nappa because he does the little finger flick and he could just blow up a city just so easily. I'm surprised they didn't add Nappa, but regardless, I do think that we are going to see more villains, and I do think that we are going to get more transformations. And what I mean by that is, say someone like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I do think that would be a possibility, but the thing with the higher tier your transformations are, the less time that you have. That's why I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Either that or the more energy that you're going to need to sustain those abilities. And for that, I think that is a good way to actually think out your plan. Actually think out if you're going to be willing to go all the way to just pinnacle of power, or you want to downgrade for something in the middle for to escape right then and there, and to focus on the here and now, or you want to focus on the future where you want to save up your energy. I mean, there's a whole lot of options that this game gives you, and for that, I think it is a very interesting game that I would honestly play this with friends. I do think this is a good Dragon Ball game, and it does have its charm of the Xenoverse graphics and style, obviously by them. But for something to have as much content as a game as this, I was expecting this game to be this much fun and to have this much content. It kind of blew me away. But for that to happen, I actually am excited that this game it did pretty good. I think this game will be a good sell considering the price it is at, and for that. I can't wait for this game. I definitely cannot wait to go against Boo, Frieza, and any other future villains. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on Dragon Ball Breakers. Were you underwhelmed when you first saw the introduction trailer, and how do you feel about it now that we have gotten more content, more video footage of what this game is truly capable of? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.